and maybe this is new to y'all, but in the Army, R&R is called rest and relaxation. And what is more restful and relaxing than Tai Chi in the cool of the morning? After a 2-week vacation slash Moedim slash road trip slash into season 2, working, like trying to make money working, but this is just who I am. So me just filming what I do all the time isn't work. I don't plan on monetizing. If I could get anything but ready to run, maybe, I don't know. I gotta look at the races, but the 8th is literally around the corner. I don't got time to be not working out my muscles that I just ripped to shreds. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm doing. Getting out all the lactic acid, right? Getting out any knots. This is what my king was doing. You call it whatever you want. And he's laying hands on people in a positive manner. If you don't lay hands on yourself, taking down swelling, inflammation, bouncing the lymphatic system, then how are you guys going to be able to heal somebody else when you're all congested, clogged? Listening. Take the time to take a deep breath today. You don't have to learn the Wim Hof method, which I go by, I stand by, I believe by. But the cold water plunge, so I ain't gonna be superhuman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping in no cold water for none of y'all niggas. But you don't got no essential oils, no frankincense, no myrrh, no peppermint. Just take care of yourselves, guys. It's not hard. Just because you're lazy and you think it's work to get up off the couch. Sure, I committed sin. We're speaking of sin. If I'm not cursing someone, like saying, I pray that your whatever, not to put that energy in the air, doesn't make it, that's a curse. Or I hate my life. You speak those curses on yourself. But me using a word that no one who was around in the Bible time would have cared. You would have just wanted to understand what your translation, or in that moment, what your usage of that word was. So this ain't for kids. This is for Army veterans. Period. If you like war movies, join in. Feel free. My daughter's 5. She loves it. But I ain't out here trying to David's goggles you into a book. The greatest book that's ever been told and printed is the Bible. I'm not competing with the Bible. And I don't even like to read like that. If it ain't for knowledge, it ain't for me. So, if you enjoy this content, just feel free. Somebody JTV is a universe. I exist with or without you. The hell I need you for? But I just want to come out here and show you guys why I don't be answering my phones, why I say I'm busy, because I spend time with my Abba, man. Y'all don't see all my children when they see me, how they run to me? That's abuse, huh? That's abuse. Do y'all see how Jaylee like wants to be hugged up with me? Yeah, Trey. Hey, what you want me to say, man? My mom said we fly like eagles, and what do eagles do? They kick the baby bird out the nest, so Trey ain't getting no cuddle times no more. Hey, listen, man. That's on y'all. Y'all want to cuddle up with y'all 7-year-old son and have him do push-ups. Shit. Whether my son not know how to read, but know how to breathe. Listen, bro. I ain't got no problem. Everybody who know me know I'm no cooler than the other side of the pillow. Whatever you identify with, don't bother me, but just don't disrespect me, bro. And if you can't handle the joke, then don't get off my channel. Because you niggas are oxygen thieves. Every breath you take is taken away from one of these trees, from one of these plants, whose life force generated it for you to breathe. So give back and die already. Feed the worms, nigga. Because if you had 100 men and 100 women trapped on an island for 100 years, when you come back, you would have a thriving civilization. Which, for some people, they might call this heaven. And I'm not joking. This would be heaven. And I ask you guys to try it out. Utopia was a reality TV show that they did. They tried out, you know. It was fun. So let's get 100 men and 100 people identifying as men. Because it doesn't matter if they're really born, whatever. That's whoever chooses to come on this game show and come back in 100 years. You won't have a thriving society. Matter of fact, if they all were born male but identify as women, you would have 200 male skulls. That's just science. And because the science revolution was to prove how wonderful the creator of heaven and earth is, no matter who lies to you and tells you otherwise, every single one from Einstein to the nigga building the nuclear bombs, all them niggas believed in the creator of heaven and earth. You gotta be an idiot. Look at this. So let's say the artists, because this is art, who created this part, this serenity. This is serenity for all my addicts out there who's struggling or who just knows. They say, God, give me the serenity. This is serenity. And if you guys don't see that this artist could not have made serenity, right? Clue, right? Serenity. Then they couldn't have used none. You can't use nothing. How can you even begin quantum mechanics when you got to go outside of quantum time to relay back? You have to use matter, bro. So that means everything matters. Whether you don't want it to or not, whether if you do not like the fact that your existence could be as dumb as waking up and going to work and dying, it matters just because you don't care. So God has a plan. As soon as your matter stops vibrating, right? It starts to what? Decompose. Not not exist. It doesn't not exist because God is the master orchestrator, the greatest motherfucking whatever you want to call him. That when he said, let there be light, that he created the greatest symphony in the orchestra, vibrations and sounds and everything to create all this shit, to be at such a functioning, infinite improbability of impossibilities that one vibration can hold all this shit together. So when you start to through your cool down of your vibration. Does that make sense? Your harmony, it just fades away. And maybe, 100 years, 200 years later, someone might say, hey, don't you guys remember Alexander the Great? That they used to have a cartoon of him when we was kids? That Alexander the Great was like, man, like Wayne Gretzky to me and my brother. But did you know that he was in the Bible? What? Who else you know throughout history that they don't even have no documents of? Just word of mouth, and they're in our school books. I met a guy that's a coach who been to the Noah's Ark, actually worked on it. Actually worked on the site in Mount Ararat. And we was busy. We had tons of stuff. There's tons of stuff I don't even get time to film. There's tons of stuff I told you guys 100 times, I am not a content creator. I just film what I do. No batteries in my back. Zero. I eat fuel. You want to talk about macros? Let's see, for you science junkies out here. I probably got 4 hours of sleep every day for, let's say, since we left the house. No more, no less. That's partying, drinking, talking, staying up as late as I could, getting up at 9 o'clock to pray, making sure my daughter went to pee, making sure my 7-year-old comes to pray because he is the prince. And there's no way he can be a warrior if he's not a prayer. It's impossible. It's impossible. So for me, it's as simple as, why are you asleep? What poison is bogging you down so much? Why are you so drained? Because if you've got a brand new phone, hey babies, hey babies, can they be on camera? I gotta ask.
Okay.
I have poodle babies in California. Hey poodle babies, you're so well taken care of. Oh, yeah, bless you. Enjoy your walk with your mommy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
So, if this is what church is supposed to be, being yourself in every entity, blade of grass. I mean, look at this. Look at this. What was that movie say? It's God's thumbnail. Oh. He says that you're a dumbass if you can see all this and think it happened by chance. You think there's just a structure on Mount Ararat that the Bible says clear that no on the mountains of Ararat. And in Acapulco, however you say it, has been a temple that they've known, got animal prints all over it. I don't know. The Bible says, which I don't know how long it would take to grow a vineyard and dry it out. So I'm assuming that he had a, let's say, distillery. Which, see, this is what is dumb about you people. You think that life gets better, like we're more smarter than them. I promise you that Noah was making it on the boat, that he just had to wait for the seasons, the grapes to come through, put it in his, let's call it, the Smutty J instant wine. I can't make it right now because, when they break down all your stuff and take all your stuff or whatever. But you literally could put any fruit inside the juicer. Whichever smart guy who wants to make it and just, hey, I don't know, send a brother some money because I just made you filthy rich. How long would it take for you to have a fermentation process that an oxidizer, or let's just say a yeast-based mother, like apple cider vinegar, could already be in there to make it organic. I'm trying to make it as healthy as possible, right? And just accelerates it to, let's say, I don't know, per shot of ounces to weight. You can make it whatever percentage you want it the longer you churn it, basically. The ones who know what I'm talking about. So I just believe that Noah's Ark is true.
You lost your partner.
Oh no, we just met, but you guys remember me last year? I was training hard. Are you the Indianapolis Marathon is like the 9th. But
Are you gonna run it?
we just came from a 10-day trip in Georgia, Feast of Trumpets or Tabernacles, camping outside. We just got back last night, so I'm trying to get all the lactic acid out. I drove 25 hours. We had a beautiful beach resort. I can show you pictures if you guys want to see. But I know we're working. We gotta keep moving. Yes, bless you.
Best wishes for you.
Yes, you too. You guys keep moving every day. So my Amish friend is getting ready because they do their Shabbats on Sunday. They're able to have their commerce. Good day, good day. What do we have at the market?
We got pies, cookies, hot chocolate, coffee.
Yes. Well, I can't buy or sell today. Today is my Sabbath. I know you guys are tomorrow.
Okay.
But you probably know my wife. She drives the Amish. You guys pass our
Oh,
van almost every morning with
really?
Yeah,
What's her name?
Brooke.
Mm.
Brooke. She has a 15-passenger van. Sometimes it's the 2 little kids be with her. If you ask your friends about her, we say right here. But we always get the A1 milk and everything.
Yeah.
But bless you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. And so, to know these things, that the oldest vineyard in the world is in Turkey, which where Mount Ararat is, which where Devil's Seat is, where all Mesopotamia and all these things just happen to be. Just so happen that a little old nigga like me happened to join the army. And if I was in South Korea back then, and you told me that the DMZ is the most highly secure border right here, that's right in my backyard, just like this, you're telling me that you can't just walk over to North Korea? Like I'm asking you guys, because you guys gotta be stupid that you believe some shit you ain't even been to. Like, you can go down to Mexico right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go down to Mexico when I get a chance. Texas, actually. It's Texas. Let's just say California, any border state, and show you that you can just walk across the Rio Grande River. Like no fence, no river that you might sweep up and die by the whatever marine life that they don't have in there. And in about maybe 15-minute walk, I could sit down and be having a beer. Like, just like that. Matter of fact, this is even what is like I hate about you guys. When I say you guys who haven't even lived a life long enough to know what it was like in 2000, let's say 8, that I could go to see my brother at Fort Bliss, right, where they're shooting the show, The Lioness at. All us military guys who've been out there know exactly where they're at. Not that it's a secret or nothing. I don't think they're hiding it. My top secret clearance is whatever. I ain't no CIA, nothing, or none of that. But I beat their ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean anything. Anybody could lose a fight. I've lost none. But I've been jumped though. So I ain't saying I ain't got my ass whooped, but you know, toe to toe, like shit. Like, you know. I'm saying all this to say that, like, y'all will take anything anybody says and run with it to the bank because they said it. No history, no afterthought, no what was their purpose, right? So if I ask you, how did this tree get here? You would say a seed. Where did the seed come from? This tree right here. Where did the seed come from, bro? No, I get that. I get that. So, yes, listen, bro. I understand what you're saying. You're saying that evolution, right? And because they had to migrate and adapt or whatever. So if we got how mammals came from amphibians, one-celled organisms, and all these things, explain how that tree thought that was the best place of survival, all the way the wind blows or whatever, and then wanted to take root there, get watered there, enough sunlight there, to be there probably, I don't know, that tree probably been there coming up to 100 years, just give or take. I'm not what they call a treeologist. So where does that seed come from? You know, niggas is eating elephant chewed up coffee beans and then ran through its digestive system and pooped it out. They say this is the most expensive coffee in the world. So what you need the elephant for, bro? You can run all your scientific analogies and, you know, space theories that you need matter to use to make the computers, to get the cobalt, to make the black mirrors and the screens, and to get the copper and aluminum. All these things you would need just to be able to question yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So back in 2008, very significant meaning for me, I came up with my own symbols. Only a select few people know who makes them or whatever, but just imagine it's a Y with a period under it. So a question mark Y with a period, like a Y, period. Like I am that I am. Y, that's it, period. It's just the existence of life itself. Like, that's God. You don't need nothing else. The fact that you're able to think about why, that's God. So, now, the second letter would be a backwards question mark. Right? Just go in the opposite loop. Like if you think of the scythe that the reaper holds, turn it backwards with the dot. It's basically gotta question everything, bro. And if you gotta question everything, that means God is everything. I know I'm losing you. I'm losing you. I know. I have done this on every single continent except Antarctica. But the fact that I don't want any claims or any rights to Antarctica doesn't mean that y'all won't tell me to go there. Doesn't mean that I want to go there. Doesn't mean that I care. But I literally have just walked one lap. And if you tell me right now that me driving for however long, the only reason why I stopped because I got babies and children, but when I'm out there getting it, like they don't even know about the CV life. They don't know about, like I grew up in the Renegade of trucking. Like, come on, y'all. I'm 43 years old. You don't think I was watching Burt Reynolds? He got, I don't know, man. I gotta be quiet, but these houses, though. Let's work on this breath,